How worried should the Ravens be about Lamar Jackson?
Incredibly worried. Not just worried about Lamar Jackson, Ravens. You need to be worried about yourselves. Lamar Jackson, total yards, has more total yards than about 14 teams combined, collectively. Yeah. But Lamar Jackson, if he's hampered as a runner, now you just got to look at Lamar as a passer, period. Don't look at him as a runner. Look at his passing yardage alone. And when I look in 2021 at Lamar Jackson as a passer, it don't look good.
Oh, really?
Jimmy G, greater than Lamar. Carson Wentz, greater than Lamar. Teddy Bridgewater, greater than Lamar. Taylor Heineke, greater than Lamar. So when I look at Lamar Jackson as a passer and passer alone, that ain't good numbers. So with that being said, I'm worried because you just took away Lamar Jackson's biggest threat. You took away that threat of his ability to run the ball. Now he's just a passer. And I ain't worried about you as a passer, big dog. Like, I'm worried about you as a passer in light of your ability to run.
The threat, right.
But I'm not worried about you as a passer if you can't run. So, first and foremost, that's the biggest reason I'm worried about Lamar Jackson. We got more, though, later.
Yeah, it's close to panic, but it's not fully there. There is reason for concern because he's not healthy. Like, ask every player in the NFL, if you're not healthy, is there a reason for concern? Absolutely. You should be worried. But I think in this situation, it could be a blessing in disguise because Lamar Jackson in this situation needs to keep it simple. As they used to say, give me a kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. And I'm not calling Lamar Jackson stupid. I'm saying that this passing attack sometimes is stupid. It is not simple enough in terms of respecting Lamar Jackson's talents. Now, I got to give some respect to Lamar Jackson that I think hopefully will bleed over to you in osmosis and respect. You like Russell Wilson as a quarterback? Me too.
Of course.
Yeah. I wonder who has more passing yards a game this year, Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson? Well, that's fine. You don't have to answer that because I think I already led you there. Google that. Let's talk about this. I wonder if Lamar Jackson has thrown a touchdown in every single game this year. Matter of fact, he has. Every game he started and finished, he has thrown a touchdown. Has Tom Brady done that? No. Oh, God. Has Aaron Rodgers done that? No. God. Has Patrick Mahomes, the crown wearer, the great, done that this year? No. Josh Allen, anybody? No. Dak Prescott? See, what happens, Acho, as you know, I was compromised, hurt, injured my contract year, my fourth year in the NFL. I had a back surgery. Oh, L5S1, as they say, right? Went in there, fused it up, got it right. And being compromised, I realized I had to keep it simple. I couldn't do all the things I wanted to do, but you know what I honed in on? My fundamentals, the simple things. I think that's going to help this passing attack, and it's going to help Lamar Jackson. I am worried because, look, he's a dual threat. Now we just took a little off the fastball in one of his attributes. That said, you can hone your other senses and enhance your other sense of throwing the football, which to me on paper actually looks good enough already.
So one of the greatest lies I've ever been told in my life. One of the greatest lies.
What I just said?
I've ever been told in my life. You were told it too, and you, the viewer, you have also been told this lie. One of the greatest lies ever told. What? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Yeah. One of the greatest lies ever. Because you can eat an apple all you want, but mess around and go eat a couple double-doubles, animal fries, chocolate shake.
Yo, boy.
Too often. You're going to see that doctor. So Lamar Jackson can throw a passing touchdown a game. A touchdown a game keeps Lamar's big name. He can do all that all he wants. But as long as he keep having double turnovers, as long as the ball keep shaking loose out his hand and fumbling, we can't enter Lamar Jackson in a great conversation this year as a pocket passer. That is why I'm worried. Other reason you have to be worried. The reason Lamar Jackson has started to struggle, I broke it down on tape 2 weeks ago, is because teams started to blitz big dog.
Yeah, that's real.
That Bengals game, really that Chargers game before the Bengals game, but Lamar still balled. That Bengals game where I think they lost like 40-20, 41-17, something like that. Bengals started to blitz them. Look at his first 5 games of the season. 8 touchdowns, 3 picks, 100 passer rating, only being blitzed 47% of the time. Then some teams wised up and said, hey, bring pressure on money downs. Then all of a sudden, 56% of the time he gets blitzed, 8 passing touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and that's the last 6 weeks of the season. The difference was we said, heat him up. Let's crank up the heat. Let's be real. Might be unfair to say, but I'm going to be honest. In defensive meetings, if you're playing a quarterback and you know he got a leg injury, I'm telling you right now where we're hitting him.
In the leg.
It's not high.
That part.
We're hitting him in the leg.
That part.
Lamar Jackson could not finish the game, got carted off the field. His adrenaline couldn't even take him through. I've played a game with a torn MCL just off adrenaline. I had to miss the next week because I was in too much pain, but I finished that game exclusively off adrenaline. If adrenaline can't carry you through a game and you can't practice the next week, bro, you just not good to go. You might try to go, but it don't mean you good to go. I am worried about Big Dog.
Man, look, I said I was worried. I'm not going to panic up here, but I am worried because he's in regression right now. You look at his numbers and 13 interceptions this year. He only had 15 for the previous 2 years. 38 sacks. They sacking him. He's hurt. All of that said, and then when they heated him up, when they started to pressure him, they tested his processor. They'll say, I don't know how many gigahertz you got right now, but you better use them because we're going to make these decisions happen faster. And with a fast player, it's kind of like Russell Westbrook. When Russell Westbrook only has one gear. I'm gone, right? And the thing is, if you can't get in front of them, you say, well, then go. Because then they don't have the brakes, all gas. And I think what happened is they put the fast players out there. They went from nickel to dime packages, and they said, speed this game up for him. He want to go fast? Let him go fast. But he better make these decisions as fast as those feet are moving. And then all of a sudden, he got kind of caught out of sorts. All that said, why should we be worried about a team? Because Lamar Jackson is their team. Their team was compromised coming into this season. Lamar Jackson is regressing. Lamar Jackson is hurt. You know what Lamar Jackson will have to do? Keep it simple. And I think that's what's going to help this team right now. Simplify things, because when things are speeding up, you can't be thinking of 2 or 3 different things. And I think that's what happened. They sped it up. You still running the same playbook. He's hurt. Guess what? Abbreviated. Hopefully that will let him